pity us not, but lend thy serious hearing to what we shall unfold.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep no more.
How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie. Fie. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed.
And by asleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die. Sleep. To sleep. Perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native view of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action.
And I be cast away. The worst was this: my love was my decay. My love was my decay. My love was my decay.
And thus conscience does make cowards of us all.
God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a queen of infinite space. Were it not that I have bad dreams.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come.
Speak, I'm bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge.
Thy commandment all alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain. unmixed with baser matter. Yes, by heaven. Oh, villain, villain, smiling damn villain, that one may smile and be a villain.
Swear.
Rest, rest, perturbed spirit. To revenge I have sworn. To die, to sleep, no more.
Lord Hamlet, with a look so piteous in purport, as if he'd been loosed out of hell. To speak of all horrors, he comes before me. He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand he falls to such a perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so. At last, a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound, as it did seem to shadow all his bulk and end his being. That done, he lets me go. And with his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes. For out of doors he went without their helps, and to the last bended their light on me.
Shut thy mouth!